Thanks for joining us for the weekend edition of National Focus. I'm Shaakira, Pierre. Coming up, President's Charity Foundation donates to education. PM promises $20,000 to start off Bell's Farmers Cooperatives and over $180,000 in equipment for Maho youth. Stay with us for details of these and other stories after this.
Think water, think life. Water refreshes, restores, cleans, and enhances growth. Potable water is a benchmark for development. DOWASCO is serious about its mandate to ensure easy access to potable water island-wide and provide sewage services for a cleaner environment. DOWASCO is your water and sewage company.
Thanks for staying with us. The Erica Relief Fund, a subcommittee of the President's Charities Foundation, made a donation to the Ministry of Education on Friday. 58 gallons of paint were donated to the Ministry of Education for the Collio Primary School. The Collio Primary School was one of the schools worst affected by Tropical Storm Erica. Work has begun for the rehabilitation of the school. His Excellency the President of Dominica, Charles Savre, noted that on his visit to the Collio Primary School, the main concern of many was furniture replacement.
The PAL rep, who is not here and would have liked to be here, of Collio, the principal, the village council, everybody said to us when we interacted with them that for them the furniture was a priority. There are other physical works to be done, the bridge, the toilet block, which the PS referred to, windows, doors, and so forth. But they were very concerned that they would not have to return to the school with the same furniture that was there when they vacated the school.
Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Marcella Powell, gave a recap of the ministry's visit to the Collio and Kulibistri primary schools after the storm.
When we visited, the first opportunity we got, and we visited the Collio and Kulibistri primary school, and in particularly the Kulibistri primary school, we were struck with awe. Everybody said, wow. Kulibistri was covered in silt and mud halfway to the school. We were just seeing the roof. So we had to dig around the school to clear it, to get into the school, to empty, to get rid of the silt and mud. Collio wasn't as bad, but the grounds were riddled with silt and mud. The river had gotten closer to the building. There was a lot of debris in the yard. The toilet block was damaged, beyond repair. It now has to be demolished and reconstructed.
Students of the schools were relocated to other schools following the storm. Powell said the ministry is working hard to ensure that students return to their original schools in September.
We are now at the phase where we are looking forward, come September 4th, 2016, to have the two schools back in their respective schools. And the task, we are working feverishly at that task. For Collio Primary School, there is need to award a tender for the construction of the toilet block. That will be done shortly, because without the toilets, we cannot operate school at Collio.
She thanked the President's Charities Foundation on behalf of the Ministry of Education for this gesture. The President's Charities Foundation will also donate 65 desks and chairs for students, 5 desks and chairs for teachers, filing cabinets and doors and windows to the Collio Primary School. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit and Minister for Finance has promised $20,000 to the farmers of Bells. A formal ceremony to transition the Bells Farmers Group to the Bells Farmers Cooperative Society Limited was held on Thursday. Prime Minister Skerrit says he wants the organization to hit the ground running.
We know that input is always a challenge for you. And I think once you hard-working farmers of Bells have inputs, you will plant. And we give a commitment here today that we shall make available $20,000 to the farmers group, to the well, to these cooperatives. And I'm not sure whether Dexter has fertilizer, but if they do, we will get you, if they have, now we'll get 100 bags by Friday or Monday of fertilizer to distribute to the farmers of Bell. So I want you to continue to use those resources wisely and to the benefit of all, irrespective of who the farmer is or the size of plot the farmer has.
The Bells Farmers Group was formed in 2010 and to date has a membership of close to 70 farmers. When the group was initiated some 6 years ago, the Honorable Prime Minister also donated $10,000 towards startup costs. A grateful Christopher Maximin, who had the idea to start the Farmers Group, spoke about its conceptions and objective.
The objective of our group was to uplift the standard of living of our farmers, to get people together and to uplift, to make life a little better for our farmers.
The Honourable Member of Parliament for the St. Joseph constituency, which includes Bells, Kelvadaru, was also intricately involved in kicking off the Farmers Group.
I felt, as the Member of Parliament at the time, that Bells being a farming community, we had to ensure that we maximize the potential of our farmers. And the only way that we could have done that was to have a farmers group formed in the community. And that was done. And I want to say thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister for an initial contribution at that time of $10,000 that assisted the group in the purchase of inputs for the farmers of the community.
Over the years, Honorable Daru has facilitated farmers in receiving fertilizer and other inputs and has upgraded a number of farm access roads. The MP's efforts had to be doubled after several feeder roads in the area were washed away by the waters of Tropical Storm Erica. Dashing has been the main cash crop in the Bells community. Minister for Agriculture Johnson Drygo, who was also present at the ceremony, cautioned the farmers to produce quality for the market.
Bells Farmers Cooperative need to know at all times where their markets are, the quantity the market is requiring, at what time they want that quantity, so that the Bells farmers will plant to suit that market. Going forward, Bells Farmers Cooperative also need to know the size of dashing their market is going to demand, so that the planting space will be such that it will give them that size that they're looking at. Quality of dashing is very important. It's not because it is dashing and it's an underground crop that you can just root it anytime. There is going to be the day when the dashing must be harvested to meet the market requirement for transportation. So if your harvesting day is on Tuesday for an export on Thursday, not because you have an appointment on Tuesday that you must root the dashing on Monday. You must root the dashing on the day that the market requires you to harvest. There are just too many shortcuts in our sector.
Registrar of Cooperatives Mariette Canoville commended the farmers of Bells for adopting the cooperative business model.
Cooperatives are pillars for agricultural development and food security. Agriculture, be it farming, fisheries, or livestock, can be a major source of employment. Just imagine the kind of employment you can create in your Bells, in this Bells community. Agri-co-ops can play an important role in supporting small agricultural farmers. They are able to empower their members economically and socially and create sustainable rural employment.
She says presently there are 41 cooperatives registered in Dominica, 75% of which is agriculture-based. Following the official ceremony, the first annual general meeting of the Bells Farmers Cooperative Society Limited was held to elect a board of directors and a supervisory compliance committee. The Dominica Youth Business Trust is reporting that 22 young Dominicans have successfully completed the 10th Entrepreneurs Development Program. This 4-week program ran from April 18th to May 13th and featured 50 sessions conducted by a team of 15 lecturers. At a DYBT press briefing on Wednesday, DYBT Enterprise Development Officer McNamara Joseph gave more details.
The EDP, which we call it, targets persons between the age of 18 to 35 who desire to open their own business. The EDP was divided into two components. The first component, we call it the Personal and Development Achievement Motivational Component. This took place in the form of a 5-day camp at Fort Shirley. This camp or retreat was designed with presentations and activities to motivate young persons to aspire to reach their goals. The second component, the business development component, was a 3-week program which took place right here at the Windsor Park Stadium Conference Room, where the entrepreneurs got the opportunity to interact with persons from different agencies, which include but not limited to Social Security, Environmental Health, DIC, Bureau of Standards, Registry, the banks, the credit unions, and Inland Revenue. The participants were also trained by DYBT in the area of business plan preparation, market research, branding and pricing, record keeping, wise business skills, costing, just to name a few.
Participant Asher Thomas gave his experience at the program.
In Cabrits, it was a new experience for me. I'd never been really camping because I was always a shy type. So there, in under 5 minutes, I actually made about 22 friends. So that was a first for me. Yes. So the activities, most of the activities were, of course, fun-filled. You think you're having fun, but when in fact they're just scrutinizing you to see where you are as a business person. So that was very cool. So after that was over, we came to this location where we undergo the different activities like learning, branding, market research. Like basically like I wake up and I say, all right, I want to do that business. But then when they teach you all the different aspects, you realize, but that's not viable, you understand? So you actually learn how to go about and all the different procedures you have to do to be successful as an entrepreneur.
Participant Charity Anthony also gave her experience.
It started with the residency training at Cabrits, and that to me was the most interesting part of the training. I never thought somebody would watch me and try to tell me that how I think would affect my business. And when you have very amicable and social people like Mr. Riviere doing a training and getting you to think about how your thoughts and the way you make your decision could affect you personally, but most importantly your business, was very interesting. So for me, that part of the training was most interesting.
The Dominica Youth Business Trust has been assisting young entrepreneurs since 2006. You're watching National Focus. More when we return.
In the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app, available for download from the Google Play Store, One Mobile Market, and the Government of Dominica's website. Access to all ministries and sub-departments' phone, email and office addresses and websites. Simply select a ministry and the sub-department. You can dial directly from the app or save the numbers to your phone contacts. It's convenience at your fingertips.
Is my passport ready for pickup? Good. It really works.
Download the Government of Dominica Internal Directory mobile app today.
Welcome back. Following a meeting with young people of the Maho community in April, the Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Maho constituency, Rayburn Blackmore, handed over equipment to assist young men in particular with their trades as part of a youth empowering program. A total of $183,000 in equipment was presented to these young men whose trades range from fishermen to technicians to auto mechanics, among others. Maho Village Council Representative James Esprit is pleased with the timeliness of the donation, which comes 2 months after the meeting.
This is the first phase of the handing out of the tools that was promised by the parliamentary representatives so that the guys can start working. They are here and we're going to start so that they will be employed and they will start doing something for themselves, and encourage the others that are behind on the list to come, to move and get involved.
Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Maho constituency, Rayburn Blackmore, describes the items being donated.
Today we're basically giving away the outboard motors, and in some cases, of course, compressor tools, electrical tools, because some of the young men are electricians, and all they needed was a little push in getting the tools, the ladder, etc., to empower them. I'm happy that we were able to honor our promise and our commitment. So as time progresses, the young men who have made requests in various other areas, once you're able to present your proper invoices, the checks will be made to whatever company providing you with whatever tools or items that you want.
The Maho MP urged the young men to use these items to live up to their full potential.
As your member of parliament, I've always said that our young people are in fact our greatest legacy. And I want to say it again here today, that there's nothing good to be had by having a marijuana spliff first thing in the morning. Let me say it again. There's nothing good to be had by having a marijuana spliff first thing in the morning. Anybody who says to you it's a good thing, the person doesn't like you or love you. And you're young but once. So while you're young, you must maximize your time and maximize your potential. Every person is born with a God-given talent. You have to first of all recognize the talent you have and work towards improving that talent. I will work with you to ensure that you can make something out of yourself. And that's the only way you can contribute towards society and the community in which you live. You first of all have to improve yourself as a person.
He knows that this is not the end of his contribution to his constituency.
I am embarking on something almost as a crusade, where I shall be going to all the areas of my constituency and engage all the young guys who think there's nothing in the system for them, and with a view of trying to assist all of you in my constituency. So my next meeting will be in Campbell, where I shall be meeting with all the young folks, the young men in particular, a very vulnerable group, and to see how can we assist you. How can I assist you to start up your small business? How can I assist you to go back to school? How can I assist you to learn a skill? And then we'll be moving to Massac, and then Jimmy, Kenfield, and I'm going to do that until I cover every village and hamlet in my constituency. I'm happy that I have the energy and the health thus far to work with you. But you have to first of all demonstrate a level of seriousness.
Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit at the end of May presented a check of more than $500,000, of which close to $200,000 was for youth entrepreneurship.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à ces nouvelles en créole. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Louis. Premièrement, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, qui est chairman du meeting CARICOM qui prend place en Guyana, hold le 4 pour le 6 juillet l'année là. Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Skerrit pour chairmanship CARICOM, hold le 1er juillet ça c'est jeudi. Selon information qui sorti, affaires sécurité, bagay qui a menacé correspondant affaires banque, la place régionale des affaires haïtiennes qui en Dominican Republic sans l'État, en parmi d'autres qui discutent. Meeting ça là qui commencé et puis une grande cérémonie en Guyana Cultural Center à le 4 juillet qui a commencé à Saint-Thierry après-midi. Première session meeting ça là même qui tient mardi et puis mercredi en hôtel Pegasus en Georgetown. En la nouvelle, gouvernement Dominique a fait provision transportation pour négrions qui a ouest loin. Parole ça là sorti au ministère de l'Éducation honorable Peter Saint-Jean. Ministre Saint-Jean a aussi complémenté étudiants qui sortent à tête en examination Guad 6.
Nous allons continuer ça, nous allons créer un bon transport système là pour tous les enfants qui vivent loin de l'école. Ça c'est là l'autobus qui a transporté ces enfants ça, et le gouvernement qui a payé pour eux. Moi je veux dire que ces enfants-là qui ont fait meilleur en l'examen là, nous sommes 5. Et nous sommes premièrement rendre l'école première Roseau, nous sommes Hamish Blaise. Et aussi nous sommes Jada Madison Joseph, rendre St. John's Primary en Guantans. Nous sommes Megan Vidal, rendre St. Martin's Primary. Neshante Liblanc, rendre St. John's Primary. Et nous sommes Naomi Samuel William, rendre Ebenezer SDA en Roseau.
En la nouvelle, ministre Péché, quand il a assistance pour le secteur salam, parole ça l'a sorti hors permanent secrétaire, ministre salam, M. Harold Gist, Japan qui a assisté pays et puis machine en location poisson.
Le programme ça là, c'est pour renouveler ces machines là, nous là, c'est ice machine, freezer, ces machines ça là. Il y a renouveler parce qu'il faut actuellement, il y a combien d'années là à présent. Même il y a travail, il n'y a pas de problème. Mais il y a changé parce qu'il y a dit il arrivé la vie, le lifespan. Par le temps il est supposé faire, il a fait. Même si il travaille bien toujours, il a changé, il a mis des machines neuves.
Et puis finalement, le gouvernement Dominique a tenu une réparation pour plaisir l'école qui était affectée selon culture Erika. Selon le ministère de l'Éducation, honorable Peter Saint-Jean, le travail déjà actuellement commencé. Le ministère dit l'école Coliho qui était bien affectée, car une réparation bagaille qui est expectée pour finir avant le terme 9 ouvert en septembre. Le travail qui est aussi en place à l'école Colibistri qui était aussi bien dommagé. Honorable Saint-Jean aussi fait parole, qui travaille en place à ces fêtes à l'école Soufouillère qui a coûté $15 000. Travail baillé l'école Sala aussi en place. En l'école de l'Is, on contrat échoué pour réparation fétaille Maison Salam, Yoka, Pentiwe, Zaffer Plumbing en parmi d'autres aussi qui en place. Travail qui est fini avant terme 9 là ouvert en septembre. Travail maintenance qui a aussi en place en plaisir l'école. En même temps, travail qui a aussi en place en l'école Charlotteville. Messieurs, mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle créole pour à présent. Non, moi c'est McPherson St. Luce. Ni un bon week-end. Au revoir.
One of the most valuable superfoods on earth and nature's most refreshing drinks is coconut water. Consumed worldwide, coconut water is packed with a variety of health benefits. It is a natural, refreshing beverage that is excellent for electrolyte replenishment. Drinking coconut water can also aid in losing weight as it is low in fat, cholesterol, and chlorides. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also available on our YouTube channel 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I'm Shaakira Pierre. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.